Okay, since I have a little time here with the second video, um, I will repeat the steps 20 through 28 on the red ball button just to sort of have us see this again. So let's go to, we already dragged the red ball button here. I'm going to actually start with step 23. With the black selection tool, click on, and this time it'll be the red ball button. Okay. Go to code snippets. I'll close this out and act like we're sort of doing it again. Code snippets. I'm going to go to this timeline navigation. I'm going to double click on this, click to go to scene and play. Remember, it names this the instance of it. So I'm going to hit OK. And then one thing to sort of watch out for. This is going to sort of land in the same place that our green ball was. Okay. So this is the code. This is the one we just did. And here's the new one. Okay. So this is, sort of generically has this, 1 comma scene 3. We don't have a scene 3. We have, and I'll just always go back and look, we have a red ball scene. Okay. So I'm going to type it again exactly as I have it there. Any misspelling, any space that's wrong, I always joke computers are dumb. It's not going to sort of know what you mean. Okay. So I have done up through step 29. We have one short thing to do here at the end. But one thing I want to sort of check to sort of see if I'm on track is I'm going to test the movie. So I'm going to go over here, control test, and let's take a look at this. First and foremost, voila, we have our overstate to our button. Okay. We also don't have a movie that's going. Remember, I have all these other scenes here. I have the red ball scene and the green ball scene, but I can't see those yet because as soon as I come into the home scene, I stop. I stop on the first frame and I am offered a choice. One of the choices is to go to red ball. Voila. And unfortunately, I go to green ball as well, and we'll fix that in a second. And I also have the choice to go to green ball. So I click to green ball, and this time it will only go to green ball, and I'll explain why here in a second. So my buttons work. We have to fix one thing, and this has to do with how Animate is basically linear. So let's think about this. I am on the home scene, and I am asked on the home scene, do I want to go to, and I'm going to sort of make this a little bit smaller. I'm asked if I want to go to the red ball scene, okay, which is actually the second scene, and I'm asked if I want to go to the green ball scene. I always say, you know, we're sort of in a time machine. If we're at home and we want to go to green ball, we immediately skip over red ball. It plays the green ball scene, and then as Animate often does, and has done with your previous projects and exercises, it goes immediately back home. Now, if we go from home to red ball, Animate sees that green ball is after it, and it plays it as well. That's not a mistake per se, but it's something we want to fix with a bit of script. Okay, so this is where step 30 comes in. It says go to whichever scene is second in your movie. In my case, it's the red ball scene. Okay, so I'm going to go here. It says insert a layer and name it actions. Okay, and I'm just separating things out. I want to sort of be very careful about where things are. And it says insert a keyframe on the last active frame of the scene. This is going to be frame 60. We want this right here. Okay. So keyframe. And then it says open the actions panel. Oh, it's already open over here. And then it says type into the window, go to scene and play, and make sure it is make sure the home label is exactly what you named it, including whether or not it's capitalized. Okay, I'm going to actually go over to my step-by-step, and I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to come back to Animate, and I'm going to paste it. Okay, let's double check that is correct. One thing that's not correct is the type of quotes. So there's two different types of quotes. Make sure it looks, I copied and pasted from D2L, and the quotes there have the little curlies on it, and the quotes on the keyboard don't. So it needs to look like this. Go to and play, and you'll see that it's blue. You'll see that the home is green. This indicates that everything in the script is correct. If you see a lot of black script there, it means it doesn't understand it. Okay, so we're going to save this file and test it. Okay, so I'm going to close this out. And I want you to, again, understand what's happening. When we're at home, if we go to red ball, we basically, we don't want to see green ball. We have chosen red ball. So we need to make sure that once we get to red ball, it says go back to home. So let's check our movie now. So I'm going to go to red ball. And you'll see we now come directly back to our choice. I'm going to go to green ball. And we should only see green ball. Okay, so we have 3 scenes, and we have a choice of which scene to go to. Questions, please email. Go back and check the step-by-step if you have any problems. But again, email if you have any problems with this, and always include your .fla file. And good luck.